Hello. Well, thank you for telling me that I was muted, Squiz. That does make it better when people can hear me talking. I've got, like, some audio issues that I've had for a while, and the workaround for it results in me often being muted. But I should be getting a new Wave XLR Pro today, so I'm hoping I'll be able to fix that. I'm less muted now, and that's good. I was just saying, this is my first proper stream back since the trip. Like, I did a little Twitch stream on, like, Friday night, just after I got back. But then I was so tired that, like, to the point where on Saturday night, we stayed up till, like, 2 in the morning watching the last season of The Bear. And then Sunday, I think we slept in until, like, 12, till noon, which is crazy. Noon. I haven't done that since I was like a student, but yeah, we slept until like noon, and I was just across the weekend. I did not fancy doing any streaming really, so yeah, had a bit of a weekend off to recover from the holiday. The holiday was good, but it was like one of those holidays that isn't like relaxing. You know, like every day we were either going to theme parks and going on like some of the most intense roller coasters in the world, or driving, or like we had a day in Washington DC sort of sightseeing and stuff, and we walked 14 miles in the day. You know, it was like every day it felt like we were doing something fairly significant. And then when we drove back, there was like a wildfire on our route home when we were about 20 minutes away from home after driving back from the airport. So we'd been driving for like 2.5 hours. And then there was like a field wildfire that shut the one road back to the city where I live. So everybody had to like divert down like country roads. And then there were like lorries trying to pass each other on roads that only have a width for one car. It took a long while. It was very, very tiring. All of that to say, I haven't streamed for a while, really, or done much. I made a video that I really like. Not many people have watched it, but I made a video on funnel runners on Friday morning, and it's well worth watching because that was very good. And this week I have quite a lot of fun things going on. Obviously, tomorrow we have the new season of Battlefield. I'm doing a sponsored thing for them, just like a short, like a TikTok. But yeah, we've got some sponsored stuff for Battlefield, so I'll probably be playing some Battlefield tomorrow to like get the footage and stuff like that. What else have we been doing? Morning, Findley. We've got the Halo campaign, I think, comes out this week. I think the Halo thing comes out, so I might play some of that this week. Mistfall Hunters is next week, I think. It just feels like there's a lot of like bits and pieces coming out like very, very soon, which is exciting. You know, I think it's exciting. God, it's really weird. This camera shows up like red bits on my skin so much. I need to like work out how to mess with the color settings so I can like dial down like that color. The problem is if I do that, it makes my lips look really sickly. Don't know, maybe I should just put a bit of makeup on, really, some foundation. But yeah, good. Nice to make the most of the holiday. It sounds like one of those where you need a mini holiday to recover from your holiday. Yeah, we did like just before this holiday, because we knew this was going to be quite an intense trip. Just before the holiday, we booked a cruise for next year because we were like, it would be really nice to just have a holiday to look forward to that is like just chilling. Like, nothing intense, no like having to go on like, you know, walk for miles and miles and miles, or like do anything that's particularly adrenaline fueled. So yeah, we've got that to look forward to at least. We don't have any more trips now, but that's not until like next summer. So yeah, we've got a bit of a gap now. I always try and leave it's really stupid. It's a bit much. Halo's next week. It comes out just when you go back to week. I thought it was this week. Are they doing like an early access thing? Halo C campaign evolved release date. I think they might be doing like a release date. So it officially launches on July 28th, which you're right, is a week tomorrow. But there is a early access that releases on the 23rd. So that is what, Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, there's early access if you have some fancy version of it. I don't know. I'll just kind of hope that Microsoft gives me the fancy version, sends me a code for it. But yeah, so there is some kind of fancy version coming out with early access, as Microsoft likes to do. So I'm hoping I'll be able to stream some of that this week. That'd be pretty cool. It just feels like from now on, there's quite a lot of stuff going on. I got invited to a game studio for a game that I hadn't ever heard of. I don't know if I can talk about that yet, so I won't. But there's a game that I hadn't heard of, but it sounds kind of interesting. And they've invited me down to London in a couple of weeks to go check out that. So that's pretty cool. I'll probably have a day where I go do that. Like I said, we've got Mistfall Hunters that I'm kind of curious about checking out the full version of. I'm hoping War Dogs will start doing stuff that I can stream soon. That would be nice. And yeah, Halo I'll probably play through. Not sure what else. I might play some more Assassin's Creed on stream because I was quite enjoying doing that. And then once we get in September, there's stuff like Galactic Racer. Oh, well, that might be October actually, which is a way off. There's Gears of War. It feels like there's a few different bits and pieces. And yeah, what I was going to say earlier is it's probably a bit big-headed of me, but I always leave this part of the year as clear as possible from trips or anything, because I hope that I'll get invited to Call of Duty next. Like, my nightmare is to book a trip and then to get invited to something like COD Next and for them to be like, yeah, it's on this date and it's the same date that I've already got something booked, and it's like, well, can't go. That would suck. So I always leave it empty with the hope that maybe I'll get invited. I didn't care as much for the last couple of years because there wasn't as much in the games. I didn't care as much about Black Ops 7 and stuff. But like this year with DMZ, it's like if they do a COD Next and DMZ's a part of that, I would like absolutely love to be there. So I'm constantly pestering them a little bit, being like, hey, so COD Next, yeah? Me? DMZ, yeah? It's like, some of you may have noticed, some of you who are still on Twitter may have noticed that I did a tweet about the Call of Duty movie yesterday. I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before. And some of you might have thought, hey, that's out of character for Tom. He won't like the Call of Duty movie, and he doesn't care about when the story's set, which is true, but on the creator Discord for Call of Duty, they put out a bit of information and were like, hey, you can post about it if you want. And I felt like I should, because it's like, oh, I am hoping that they will, include me in a big event, so I should probably, be a bit nice about Call of Duty, which sounds terrible. It sounds like I'm shilling, but it's in my brain, it's a little bit different. It's more like, how am I justifying this to myself? It's more like, oh, okay, I should like talk about the stuff they are hoping people will talk about so I get noticed. I'm not like going to go out and suddenly start saying, hey, Black Ops 7 was the best thing ever. Hey, thank you for resubscribing, Paul Tipping. I'm not going to do that kind of thing of just like saying something's good when it's not. But I am willing to, if they want to try and get creators talking about something, I am willing to talk about that stuff. That's fine. I don't care. Gotta be on the radar as possible. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Tag them in post, talk about the stuff that they're hoping to talk about. I even watched some of CDL yesterday. CDL, this is where I'm going the other way, which if anybody from Activision was watching now, which I'm sure they're not because it's too early, they might be like, cool, we do want to invite him. CDL's not very good, is it? Like, I don't know, I don't know if there's just something missing in my brain, but I tried watching some of CDL. It was like the championships yesterday. And so much stuff stood out to me as being weird. Like, first of all, when CDL started in its current, for anyone who doesn't know, Call of Duty is like the Call of Duty League, the competitive multiplayer Call of Duty thing. When it started in its current incarnation, it was, I thought the idea was that there were cities and different organizations would like kind of pick a city to be based in, and the players would kind of come from that area in theory. But you're a bit more like professional sports, where realistically the players could come from anywhere. But the idea was that the people in that city could support it. So there was like the London Royal Ravens, and there was like the Paris something. Then there was like a New York team. There was like the Miami Subliners or something. There was like teams based around cities. And I thought that was a cool idea. I liked the idea of being like, yeah, London Royal Ravens, go. And then I watched a bit of the tournament last night, and it was like Optic versus FaZe. And it's like, that's just like every esports thing ever. Is just there's these organizations that have, you know, their own, they have their own social media channels that they push. They have their own merch and everything. And it's more like supporting a brand rather than supporting, you know, a country or a team or a city or whatever. And it felt a bit odd to me. You know, and it, like these teams like Optic and FaZe and stuff, they're not even like, you know, when you support Formula One, you're not supporting a country really. You're supporting like, you know, most of the Formula One teams are just based in the UK. But when you support Formula One, they're often like, you know, a car brand or something. You get some odd ones like Red Bull or Alpine, obviously, but there's like generally, you know, it's like Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari, Audi, Cadillac. And that's kind of at least a little bit connected to Autosport. But to me, Optic and FaZe are so like, my only association with Optic, my only thought when I think of Optic and FaZe is like toxic little boys who take video games too seriously. Like, that's my impression of it. I'm not saying people who are in Optic or FaZe are toxic little boys or anything. I'm saying that's my, like, what my mind thinks of when I think of those brands. And it's because of like the early days of esports where you used to watch like a Call of Duty tournament and it was just a load of like 16-year-olds like screaming at each other, and they all just looked really lame and like their personalities were awful. And it was like, in my mind, that hasn't ever gone away. I've never seen something from them that's made me think, oh, cool, they're actually like something different to that. There's like that toxicity and everything from the early days of competitive Call of Duty has just never gone away. And the, like, to go back to that with CDL just seems like such a shame. To like go back to this, like, oh, this is what, when people think of Call of Duty, this is what people think of. And it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. People that have fridge full of energy drinks and powder behind them. It's somehow worse, isn't it, if they've got the powder behind them? If they've got a stack of like energy drink powder behind them in a display. And I know it's to do with sponsorships, but it's funny that like they're trying to sell the idea like, yeah, I'm really proud of my energy drink collection. You think the only time you watch CDLs to get drops on Twitch? Yeah, they were giving away beta codes yesterday, and I thought it would be good to get as well as get some. If I can get more, the more I can get, the better, because I know my real life friends who will play Call of Duty with me. They won't do anything to get the beta codes. It will be the day of the Call of Duty beta going live. And then they'll be like, oh yeah, how do I get a code? So I feel like it's my responsibility to get a little spreadsheet and get as many codes as I can to give them. Yeah, it's good when EE do them, or like bloody an energy drink or something. Thank you very much. But yeah. So yeah, and the other problem with CDL that I realized while watching it yesterday is that, you know how like, I don't know if you know this, in some, I've talked about this before, so I apologize to people who have just heard this a million times before. I should play some DMZ really while I'm talking. Some console, some like sports lend themselves very, very well to being watched. So football is, you know, with the World Cup just happening, football's a very good example of a sport that is very good to watch, because while the pitch is too big to watch with one camera, there's one ball. So the camera can just follow the ball and you can always know what's going on with the ball. And it might mean you miss like a few like strategic things about where people are positioning themselves. But generally, you know what's happening in the game at all times because you're following the ball. And then there's things like tennis, which are even better because, you know, tennis, the whole court is easy to just have on screen. It's very rare in a tennis match that you have a camera angle where you're not seeing the whole court. And so you can always see where both players are and where the ball is. That's all you care about. And then you get like the slightly trickier like level of sports like Formula One, where the problem is there's 22 cars on track. And the tracks, you know, particularly Spa, which was yesterday, the Belgian Grand Prix, is like ridiculously long, you know, miles and miles long. They can't show you the whole track at once. That would be ridiculous. So instead, they have to kind of choose who they're focusing on. And normally, you know, it'll be like, okay, there's a battle between these two racers. We'll focus on them. Or this person's up at the front, so we'll focus on them. Or, you know, stuff like that. There's normally an idea that they will focus on a specific person at a time. And normally it's okay, but they can, because the nature of Formula One is that there are like lulls, there's times where there's not much happening, they can then use replays and stuff. So stuff that they missed the first time around, they can be like, okay, now's a good time to show you this is what happened here that we missed. So it kind of works. It's still not perfect, but it kind of works. CDL, Call of Duty, has a massive problem in that the maps are designed in such a way that, you know, by design, there's not sightlines across them. So you can't ever really show the whole map very easily unless you do it in an abstract way like a map. And when you show what's going on in the game, if you want to show like what's happening over an area, you have to do it in like third person, but that doesn't look very good because none of it's designed to be viewed in that way. And if you want to view like the player skill, you have to view it in first person, but then that's, you know, by default, a very, very narrow view of what's happening. And the people who are like casting it have to choose, you know, the production have to choose whose viewpoint to watch. And that's an almost impossible thing, because how do you know who's about to do something cool? Like, that's an almost impossible task. Because at times, you know, if you're watching something like Search and Destroy, it works because it's slower. But most of the time, if it's domination or something, you just can't know. And so when you're watching CDL, it's just constantly jumping between player viewpoints. Normally, you jump to a player just after they've done something cool, in the hope that they're going to continue doing something cool. And like, I would say like 80% of the broadcast is cutting someone and then them dying, and then cutting someone else and them dying, and cutting someone else and them dying. And it's like, you can't get a good sense of what's happening. It's not an enjoyable thing to watch. You know, like Counter-Strike and Valorant got around this a little bit by having a slightly slower pace, by having an objective and this idea of like, oh, okay, once someone's dead, they're out. So it's easier and easier to focus on the things that matter. The beginning of a match is a bit of a mess, but then by the end of the match, you get a bit of tension. But like Call of Duty just doesn't work that way. And so it's just bad to watch. It's just bad. Warzone kind of works, but Warzone has the opposite problem in that the beginning is very boring because teams, especially in a tournament, don't want to die early. So there's no real advantage to fighting other teams early. So that tends to be very boring in the beginning. And then the middle gets all messy, and then the end gets watchable again. I do still think something that I've never understood in gaming in general is why haven't people done battle royales with only like 10 people on each team? Why hasn't that been a thing? That just seems like the most obvious thing to do, especially for like an esports type thing, is do a battle royale where the whole game is just the end game. You know, you could even have a map as big as Verdansk, but just start from like the 5th circle. That would be, I think that would be great to watch. I think the previous 20 minutes of the game isn't that interesting to watch. And then the last bit is really good. Surely it'd be better to just pick a streamer and watch their POV from the beginning. Yeah. But that's very similar to like in Formula One, you can choose to watch everything from the perspective of one driver, but you don't know before a race who's going to have a really boring race. You know, like if you watched Kimi Antonelli yesterday, he barely did any overtakes. You know, he had a little bit of excitement at the beginning, and then that was essentially it. And then, you know, he overtook Leclerc later on, and that was kind of it. So in 2 hours, you would have had 2 little moments of excitement, and most of the time, he had no one in front of him. You know, and if you'd chosen, okay, I'm going to watch George Russell, and he made it around like 3 corners before he crashed. So it's like it's very difficult to like predict who would be good. They used to have Mini Royale. Yeah, they did. Mini Royale, I always thought was quite a cool idea. Morning, Frenchie. I did have quite a good weekend. Quite restful. Quite a restful weekend, to be honest. I needed it. Yeah, that holiday, like, kind of kicked her ass a little bit. It was a lot. It was a lot. The holiday just very tiring. Squiz, thank you very much for renewing. 43 months. That was amazing. Did I catch? Thank you very much, Squiz. Thank you for all of you who are members and subscribers and stuff. I really do appreciate it. It's very, very kind of you. And it keeps me being able to do this. I'm back to like thinking I'm going to have to see how DMZ and GTA goes. But if I don't start making more money doing this next year, I'm going to have to go back to, I'm going to have to find a normal job. Because this is, you know, I haven't made as much money as I hoped. Maybe with DMZ guide videos and stuff, I'll be okay. But we'll see. Right now, I'm making like no money. I'm just burning through savings, which is unfortunate because I do not have many savings. I've got, you know, like £1,000 left. Maybe I'll be okay. We'll see. But yeah, I might have to go back to a job. There might be a few less streams in future, but I've got until the end of the year. Really, I can probably cope until the end of the year with a few extra bits I'm doing. But if DMZ and GTA doesn't turn things around, that might be the end. Well, not probably the end of Geeky Pastimes. I'll probably always keep us going. It'll be the end of regular content on Geeky Pastimes. So I really appreciate right now the people who are members and subscribers and stuff, because that helps a lot. Did I catch any of the Modern Warfare 4 streams? I did. I watched Tim the Tatman for a while. That was the only one I watched because I didn't really know where to find Modern Warfare 4 streams, which seemed weird. It seemed weird that Call of Duty weren't streaming it themselves, I thought. Like, why wouldn't you just stream the matches? Like, why wouldn't you just have a spectator set up on their setup where they had the 2 teams playing, even when it's just random people? Why not have someone set up just to stream it? The marketing seems odd to me. GeekP and DMZ in 2026. I know, right? It's pretty exciting for everybody. How's it going, man? How's it going, Clennel? Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I did watch Tim the Tatman playing Modern Warfare 4. Made me feel better about myself, because I feel like he was playing about as well I did. Yeah, they didn't show... It's been 84... weirdly, I kept saying that to my wife yesterday. It's been 84 years. Now, that sounds terrible. That's not what I was talking about. But just whenever she was saying, oh, it's been a while since, like, this, or it's been a while since this person saw this, I don't know why I had it stuck in my head. I kept being like, it's been 84 years. I think we were saying, like, it's been a long while since we've been to, like, Portaventura or something. I was like, it's been 84 years. Anyway, good reference. Great minds think alike. You assume they didn't show any of DMZ? No, they were just showing gunfight. So they had, as far as I know, I didn't see everything, but as far as I know, they had a setup at something called like Fanatics Fest in New York, and which is like a sports thing, I think, for fans of sports teams. I think they go and have a big convention, and they were set up there, and people from the public could go play 10v10 gunfight on Kill Block, which is that new map that changes. And they had various streamers doing like little residences there. Like Tim the Tatman was there for 2 days, so he played for 3 hours on each day. And they had a few other people. I think T-Dog was there, maybe. I don't know who else. There was a few people there. But yeah, it was like it was kind of fun to watch. It's like, you know, as much fun as it is watching one game mode over and over again where 90% of the players only got to play like 6 games, 6 rounds. It's, you know, it's tricky to watch for a super long time, but I kind of had it on in the background for a while. I did think my overwhelming impression of it was that it looked a lot like Modern Warfare 2019. Like, a lot like Modern Warfare 2019. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, my game's actually found a game. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, you know, I enjoyed that game. I played a lot of that game. I very much enjoyed Gunfight on that game. But it's a lot like it. You know, like maybe too similar to it. Which does make me wonder how DMZ is going to feel. Like, is DMZ just going to feel like this? Like, maybe. We shall see. There's, yeah, you got bored really quickly. Yeah, it was like... It was difficult. Like, I think the setup of the streams wasn't the best. That, you know, it would have been better if they'd had Tim the Tatman playing with someone else who he knew, who was in all the games, so they could like work together and stuff like that. Because it, you know, like I said, Tim the Tatman didn't seem that much better than I am, really, and that meant that there was quite a lot of him running in and dying over and over again, which is a shame. Oh, what am I even doing? Oh, I need to go get the plans for the missile. So I need to go get the plans and find out where these missiles are. You're looking forward to more DMZ content? Yeah, I don't know what their plan is for. Like, I genuinely, this isn't me being coy. I don't know what their plan is for DMZ in terms of how they're going to show it off. I was thinking to myself yesterday, isn't it weird that they still haven't mentioned Warzone? Like, we're not actually that far away from release. You know, it comes out in October. That's what, like, just over 2 months away. And we still have no idea what they're doing with Warzone. Which seems a bit odd to me. But, especially for a Modern Warfare game. But yeah, like, I assume at Gamescom we'll probably get something. That's not, like, super far away, is it? But that might just be more multiplayer stuff. You hope DMZ 2 doesn't turn into Warzone Lite again. But, like, how do you think they should stop that? I get what you're saying, that, you know, like, what DMZ is just PvP, pretty much. That was quite satisfying. Yeah, like, I understand what you're saying. But, like, how do you stop that? Nothing really happens with Warzone until December. Obviously, they mentioned it before, but it's a bit further away. Oh, is that right? Do they not normally... when they do the integration? I suppose it's like Season 1 normally, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh, I remember what I was going to do today. I was going to practice on aim trainer, because I was thinking, God, you know what would be good? Is if I could aim when I'm playing... When I'm playing on, the new game. It'd be great if I knew how to, like, shoot straight. And then I forgot. I might download AimLab onto my PC. I don't know if that would be a fun thing to watch me practicing aiming. Like, maybe? They're doing a bounty thing where if you go around killing, you're going to be permanently marked to you're wiped out by a hit squad. Yeah, they are. But, like, how many people are going to be in a game and how long is that going to show up? I don't know if that would... if I was a super aggressive player who was running around a map killing, I don't think I'd be all that worried about being marked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I'd be all that concerned about being marked. Oh, these people have, like, hemlocks, don't they? This would probably be better than what I've got on. I could probably just pick up one of their... Nope, there's shotguns. I thought they had hemlocks for some reason.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming. Не вижу целей.
Is that guy just above me? Yeah, let me know. Would you be interested in me playing... That's a sniper rifle. Would you be interested in me... doing aim trainer live on stream? Because I don't know if people would be interested in that. But if they would, I'd be happy to do it. Because I feel like I should do some practice. Right, that's all rubbish. Right, what is this? This is what I need. So, cemetery. Why did I have to come here? I thought... Oh. I thought someone said I had to come here, but I didn't, because now I can just go straight to the cemetery. I didn't have to come here at all. This was pointless. Wish Aim Labs was on PlayStation, yeah. Yeah, so, well, I didn't have to come here, did I, Hardcore? I could have just gone straight to the cemetery one, which is what I said before. And people were like, oh no, you have to go to the boat to get the instructions to tell you where to go. But you don't. At all. That was nonsense. Okay, there are enemy operators, so I'm going to assume they're there. But I don't know. Yeah, I think I was led astray.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
Those guys sometimes have rocket launchers. Alright, I need to go to the cemetery. You hope the mission rewards are good. What sort of things would you want? What would be a good mission reward? My hope for the next DMZ, really, is that they find ways to make the game interesting outside of PvP. And I don't entirely know what it is. I think the answer would be to make missions really hard. Make, like, just surviving quite difficult. So, if everybody's just constantly struggling to survive, I think that would make the game more interesting. Because right now... most people who are playing DMZ, especially if you're in a squad, the only thing you really have to worry about are other players. Like, that's your, like, stressful thing, isn't it? The rest of the time is it's pretty chilled. And so I really hope they find a way to make it... I feel like this is hard, what I'm about to do. Yeah, I feel like if they can find a way to make just, like, surviving on the map difficult, then the game will be more fun. Where is that enemy? I'm sure... Oh, there's an enemy. Oh, I don't have the beacons from the Zio Observatory dead drop. Oh my god, I've messed this up. Do one of these guys drop a little thing? Right, Zio Observatory dead drop. Oh, I need that. At somewhere south of Akhtar. Oh, okay, I know where that is. I know where that is. Oh, I need to go to Zio Observatory. Okay, luckily, where I need to go isn't a million miles away. First of all, though, I have to go, like, up here somewhere? I don't know. It's up there somewhere. Try and get this done. A map that has lots of ponds or lots of ducks, but a different pond each other has killer ducks. Yeah. That seems like a good idea. You always loved cosmetic rewards. Like skins and camos and stuff. Not a big fan of there being squads of operators near my position, if I'm perfectly honest. Threat level is high. This is accurate. I'm gonna die, I think. Ow, 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 ow. Why was that only one beacon? I need two. Oh, I did get two. Right, well, this one is here somewhere, isn't it? I thought it was here, or is it up here? It says... Oh, there's players over there. Oh, did it say south of Acta? Oh, I thought it said north of Acta. He knew. Oh, okay, I know where that one is then.
I see you.
Hey, Clenil, thank you very much for resubbing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and I feel.
Ultra One, be advised, an operator in your area needs medical. Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
The one south of Acta is here somewhere, isn't it? It's like there?
Enemy threat is moderate near your location.
Isn't it here? So there. Right, I've planted one thing on the second one, so... Now I need to go to the graveyard. Thank you very much for resubbing. I do really appreciate that. There's going to be no pleading for help. There is pleading for help, I think. They've said, well, they've said there is assimilation. I don't think they've said there is or there isn't pleading after you die, but they have said there is assimilation. So the idea of there being assimilation to me makes me think there will be pleading, and they made a big deal of there being these tourniquet kits that you can use to like if someone doesn't have a self-revive, you can still get them back up like that. Oh yeah, I just drove around here in the back before, didn't I? Why is there like more enemies here than there was earlier? There we go, that's done, isn't it? Hey! Which is good, because I might die. I might die. I might die. They're free. And it'll be quite nice to play solo and be up against, you know, other solo players. Kind of just want to get out, to be honest. Like, I did my part. Just don't have much stuff. I did my mission. Why not just get out? A mission that I thought was going to be quite hard. I thought that was going to be a real challenge. And got it done first try. There's a lot of stuff like that in DMZ where it sounds really difficult and then you actually try it and it's like, could be worse. I mean, I could have just got really, really unlucky there and, like, you know, immediately had a bunch of bots burn me down at one point, or I could have had a team turn up. I did try to avoid teams, so there was a bit of skill there, but, you never know, like, a team just notices bots shooting at you. You can see why I need aim labs. My aim light isn't the absolute worst, but it's just not good enough, really. Saw a plate. Doing DMZ 1 as a duo was rough back in the day. Yeah, I mean, as a solo, even worse. But, you know, if you get picked up, that's not too bad. And I found that I do often get picked up. Was that not a sniper rifle shot that just went past me?
Ultra One, Dino 4. We're scan. This is Dino 4. All ultra secure. We're exiting the AO.
Hopefully, I'm alive. Pretty good. I didn't actually need to exfil to get out of this mission. I already had a mission done, but that was still pretty cool. Pretty good. Let's get some GGs in chat. Wonder if I can make the... Just gonna wait till it gets back to menu. I feel like it looks a tiny bit washed out on your screens. If we put it on limited, that looks like that. If we put it on full... I mean, it kind of looks the same, to be honest, doesn't it? Does that look the same? That looks the same. Oh, that looks quite vivid. Does that look too vivid, maybe? I feel like it makes it more engaging to watch if it's a bit more vivid. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that looks a bit better, doesn't it, really? I think. Let me know. Do you think the colour of the game looks better now or worse? It looks more vivid on your screen than it does on mine, to be honest. But that's fine, because, like, you know, I need to concentrate on what I'm doing, whereas you don't. You just need entertainment. Right. So I need laptops for that. I don't really care about that, but still. Could do it. Still need gold bars and gold skulls for that. I need to kill Velikan, but that's not likely to happen. I need a skeleton key, which I do really want. I need that, which is like blow torches, GPU light bulbs. I just keep forgetting. Actually, no, I don't need that. That's the rebreather. What am I talking about? I don't need that. And then none of that really matters. Okay, so yeah, none of that really matters. That would be nice. I need vintage wine, fresh water, and liquor from a Sheikah. Okay. Right, what missions can we do? Because we actually have 2 missions to do. Oh, can we do... No, we can't do Connie Secrets yet, so we got to do one of these. Like that one, we have to go into Building 21, but it's like, we can't go into Building 21.
I see you.
Thank you very much, HZ, please. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Right, that one I have to... Oh, I have to use the MCPR 300, which I don't have. So that's a pain. Dead drop items. Just dead drop 5 weapons. That will get me 100x. Oh, so I can just do this one. Just do this one. And then maybe replace that with that. I can't even do the scope yet. But we'll try this. Alright, has that got a sniper? It doesn't have a sniper rifle on it. A suppressor. Sniper rifle. It is a sniper rifle. Right, there we go. So, Al-Mazrah, Al-Mazi, go there. I just need to get near a dead drop and then dead drop 5 weapons. Easy. You hope we don't get Tarkov-style wipes. Was annoying doing the same mission. The way they did it in DMZ the first time round was like, they would redo all of the missions I think we ended up doing the missions like 3 or 4 times, didn't we? But they would redo all the missions and then change some. Like, you know, there used to be that mission where you had to find like 15 blowtorches or something, and they were super rare. Like, and then they just took that mission out of the game. I think they do stuff like that. The color looks a little bit ridiculous, actually. Looking at it now, I think the color does look ridiculous in that setting. What about this? That looks more accurate to what I'm seeing. But it just looks a little bit washed out. Maybe I should just put a filter on it. Maybe I should just put a filter on it and then, like, just add a little bit of contrast for you guys. A little bit more saturation, maybe. Yeah. We'll just have it like that. Just to make it a little bit brighter for you. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with wipes. It's like the big thing. We don't know much about what's happening with new DMZ, and one of the big things is the insured weapons. Like, what's going to happen with insured weapons? They've kind of said that the main thing that you interact with is your 3D printer, but then there's also some sort of gunsmith that you can buy, like a person that you can buy weapons from. I don't know. You like that added brightness? Yeah. Just make it pop a little bit more. Make it, 'cause it does look a bit washed out, but that's just kind of how I play the game. I have it a bit washed out, really. I don't know why. I put that on as well. We used to always have this on, didn't we? Have it on like 50. That used to be the way that we would play. I don't know if you need it so much when you're on this. Do. But yeah, I hope we find out more about DMZ soon. Just because I'm greedy and I want more information and I want to be able to make more videos about it. But realistically, maybe, although I'd like to know the information now, I'd also quite like to go into DMZ kind of blind. You know, if the first time I play DMZ, I don't know much about it and I'm having to work out all the systems, like that could be quite fun. And it's like, so as much as I want like them to do loads of blog posts and trailers and streams and stuff now, it's like, maybe it'd be better if they don't. It's like with zombies, you know, with the last zombies map, I kind of hope they don't say anything else about it. I kind of just hope they just leave it. And I know like they will release an intro cutscene and they'll do a blog post and they'll like talk about things. But it was cool with like Kurakujo that we at least didn't know, like, I didn't know what the wonder weapon was at all. That was really good. It being new and fresh for everyone is more exciting. Yeah. The way Call of Duty do things, I'm fairly sure at some point they'll do something, but it might be like at COD Next. You know, they did it with, I think they did it with DMZ before, with this DMZ, where they just basically at COD Next, they let people play it for like an hour and no one knew what the hell they were doing, so they just wandered around. I wonder if they'll do something like that again. Maybe. You think for the popularity of the last few games, they're going to show off more off trying to build hype for it? Yeah. You know what? I genuinely don't know how popular Black Ops 7 has been. I know, like, at launch, they couldn't do all the, this is the most played Call of Duty ever and stuff like that. And obviously Game Pass would have messed stuff up a little bit. But it's like, I don't know, like, compared to other Call of Duty games, how good has the tail been on Black Ops 7? How many people played the campaign versus other games? How many people carried on playing multiplayer? How many people are still playing Warzone? Like, I don't know any of that stuff. I haven't played this classic mode. What's special about classic mode? I've heard people saying it's really good and that they're disappointed that there isn't a new one. But what is classic mode? Can you describe it to me in a few sentences? I was thinking, when I was watching a bit of CDO yesterday, I was thinking, oh, maybe I should reinstall Black Ops 7 and play some multiplayer. A COD next, they should call a truce for the entire game and it's a race and fight for the final exfil. That'd be funny. No wall jumping or sliding. Oh, no sliding. Oh. Right, what have I got to do? I've got to get to a thing. There's one there. Let's maybe go over there. And then I need to start ditching weapons. I also need to put double weapon XP on. I don't actually have many double weapon XPs from Modern Warfare 2. I didn't realize they were separate from other games. No sliding. Maybe I should play some Black Ops 7. I really hate the sliding game. I mean, I know there is sliding in the new game, so it's not like it would be useful for me to practice.
We're tracking it on your TAC map now. Be advised, a heavily armored target is guarding it, so expect contact.
That poor guy.
Ultra One, be advised. A squad of operators is near your location. Ultra One, be advised. Enemy operators are near your position.
I wish it would stop saying that.
Ultra One, actual. Advise you equip your gas mask in this area, but keep your time on target limited. Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate in the AO.
Ow, 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 ow. Right, I just need to drop off weapons at this.
Increased activity in the area. Stay sharp.
Doo-doo-doo. Last one. Can hear a dog. This game is quite pretty in a way, in its own way. Right, that should have unlocked the last weapon, the last mission for me. Now what do I do? Do I just play the rest of this game out, try and get some kills, maybe join up with another team, or do I just get out and then go on to the next mission? I think going on to the next mission is more... I am trying to level this up as well. Yeah, I feel like I should go on to the next mission, but I feel like it'd be more fun to go and try and fight someone. So let's maybe go around and try and fight someone. What are you doing here? There's a really weird noise going on back there somewhere. Don't know what that was. Sounded like a chirping. Don't often come down here. It's very pleasant down here. I've always thought this part of the map was really nice and just kind of underused. Partly because of the dead end. Now, right, where am I gonna find someone? It's weird that we literally haven't seen... Well, I mean, we've sort of seen other players from afar, but we haven't seen any other players up close, had any interactions with them. This was an excellent map. Yeah, I love this map. I just... It was so good. Like... I do think, like, Verdansk was good. For sure. But in my mind, this was, like, as good, if not maybe a little bit better. I really... The hatred for this game, it will never be something that I understand.
Ultra One, enemy threat appears low in your area. Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location.
Like, I just think, yeah, the vitriol towards this game makes no sense to me whatsoever. I can understand it, you know, like, oh, people being like, oh, it's not my favorite Call of Duty, I prefer the more arcadey ones. Fine, that completely makes sense to me, understand. But the people who are like...
You've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
The people who are like, oh, this is like, this was the worst thing to ever happen to Call of Duty. This destroyed it. Like, thank God they moved away from this. Oh, I hope they don't ever do one of these again. When, like, the Call of Duty Twitter account posted something about, like, we know you don't like the movement, but maybe you'll like the price when this got added to Game Pass or whatever, or was on sale.
Activity has increased in the area.
It's like... So who's shooting at that? Yeah, I don't get it. There. There's a person over here somewhere.
Ultra One, actual. An enemy SAM site is online in your area.
Why is that there? Oh, it's the SAM site. Let's see what we can see. Oh my god, I'm such a bad shot. I'd rather someone hadn't done that. Where did he go?
Ultra One, we're seeing enemy operators near your location.
Why did that not work? I'm just solo. You got me. I don't know why my sniper rifle didn't fire the second time.
Locking enemy.
Yeah, I don't know what happened then. I thought I was going to blast him in the face and I was pulling the trigger and it didn't work, which is a real shame. I also kind of thought at first that that was the solo guy. Hey, you're not going to pick me up? I am solo. I think there is another solo player somewhere. Pick me up. I'll help you kill people. Hey, Shirty, thank you very much. You liked Modern Warfare 2, the movement. It made more sense for DMZ. I think it made sense for all the modes. I thought the multiplayer was great in Modern Warfare 2. I thought Warzone was great. Campaign was just okay. Why are they not picking me up? I don't think they're going to pick me up. I'll wait a little while. Well, I killed one of them, so I didn't feel too bad. But I was like a bit overly confident because I thought I'd killed the solo player, and then I know that as I killed him, I noticed the other guy swimming up. But I didn't have plates or anything or a good gun.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
There is a lot of shooting going on over there. Is that a player? Hey, buddy, I see you in the building. If you get me up, I'll help you fight that team that just came in. I killed one of them. They weren't that tough. Come on, I see you in the kitchen. Oh, I did see you. Maybe you've gone. Come on. Keyman. Oh my god, that was the SAM site. Scared me. Is that guy in the building maybe just waiting to see if I have teammates who come to res me or something? Because I do not.
Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
I don't think anyone's going to come get me. You know what's weird? I'm playing on PlayStation with crossplay off. How are there so many people who, like, type full messages in this? There's people who, like, type whole things in the chat. I don't even know how you, like, I don't know how you start typing. I don't know what button you press or anything. So on there, crossplay off. Text chat is on. But how do you even do text chat? Is there like a button you can hold or something? Mouse and keyboard users on console. Is that definitely a thing you can do on Call of Duty? For some reason I thought it wasn't, but I don't know for sure. Have any of you been to see the Odyssey yet? You have a USB keyboard you plugged in. Oh, it does work then. For some reason I thought they didn't do that because there was some weirdness where you used to get like aim assist on it or something, so I thought they just didn't do it. Ew. I mean, I could plug in a mouse and keyboard into it, but I can't really be bothered. Streamers have been trying mouse and keyboard on PlayStation to avoid cheaters. I have to say, it has been nice knowing that when I get in a fight, I'm not fighting against cheaters. Like, that is really, really nice. You've not been to You Don't Think You Will, to be fair. It's a couch movie for you, so you'll wait. Yeah. I do, like... My opinion of the Odyssey is everybody who was like, oh, you've got to see it at the cinema, you've got to see it like that, is a load of rubbish. It's just a movie. I wouldn't like... I kind of expected the Odyssey to be up there with, like, you know, epics like Lord of the Rings and stuff, and it like even Gladiator. And I would say it's not that. It's a much more character-driven story. It's like a much more like personal story, I think. And I don't personally believe there's anything that visually amazing about... Oh, they were just requesting help too. I don't think there's anything in the Odyssey that is like a visual spectacle. I watched the last season of The Bear over the last couple of days, and I very much enjoyed that. Season 4 of The Bear I didn't care for all that much, but season 5, just awesome. Really good. Back up there, like, as good as season 1 and 2, I think. Which is nice. It's always nice, because this is the final season, like, The Bear is finished now. And it's like, it's always nice when a show sticks to landing, so you can just, like, wholeheartedly recommend it and just be like, yeah, that show is very, very good. It's like, there is a dip, I would say, in season 4, there is a dip. Oh, an operator's on their way! Who's coming for me? That's nice.
Ultra One, an operator has responded to your medical request.
A couple of people have said they're on the way. I'm very sad about those people who killed me and refused to pick me up, but such is life. I mean, I got my mission done, so I don't care too much. 2 missions in 2 rounds. I'm quite happy with that. I would say the missions in DMZ, I've always complained about them a little bit. That, like, I think that was probably the weakest part of DMZ, is the missions just were never interesting. And I think it was kind of a problem with Marathon. Marathon did a bit of a better job of it, but still, they're just not that great. And I think the missions in these games should be a setup for you to have an adventure. And a lot of the time, they're just not. Like, I think they ought to have more parts to them, or they ought to have more, like, interesting mechanics in them. But they just don't. And when I I had a chat with one of the 2 people who was on the team that were in charge of the missions for this game. When I was chatting to him, he was kind of saying the problem was that if they wanted, like, a unique mechanic for a mission, like an interaction that doesn't already exist in the game. Oh my god, are you an absolute hero? I mean, you are getting shot. Thank you very much. They didn't even take my dog tag. It took pretty much everything else I have, but, you know, I've got a gun and a dog tag. It's pretty cool. I'm back alive.
Ultra One, enemy threat is low in the area. Friendly recon online.
Where did that guy go?
Ultra One, your squad is separated. Suggest you stick together.
Oh, he killed him underwater.
Loot here. Marking self-revive. Car marked. Visual on the exfil bird.
Nice. Well, I don't have armor, but I've got some other stuff thanks to this guy. That's pretty good. Oh, I thought he had a sniper rifle.
Armor pouch here.
I mean, this guy's an absolute hero. His name's Hack, which worries me a little bit, but you know.
Ultra One, actual. High winds are increasing in the AO. Move to an extract point before radiation spreads. Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate. Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
Got armor here.
14 plates. Let's go. Well, this is a bit of a turn off for the books. I've come back now. I've got a free plate again, and I've got tons of armor. Have they taken the heavy chopper? I think they've stolen the heavy chopper. That's pretty cool. It's sad that I lost my guns, but you know. It's not the end of the world. Sometimes that happens.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location.
Look at this, we have the heavy chopper now. We have a heavy chopper. This is pretty cool. Okay, and there's a team, enemy team. This is exciting. Who would have thought I'd get to ride the heavy chopper? Let's go. Again, I don't have good guns or anything.
Enemy threat appears low in this area.
I don't want to fall out the side.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate in the AO.
Can't see anybody. Is there anyone on top of...
We've got a hit on a heavily armored target with a weapons case. Their last known position is on your TAC map. Engage at your discretion.
I mean, this looks so cool, doesn't it? Like, that's just such, like, an awesome... Whoa, the blades. That's not good. That's like, that's not right.
Eyes up. This sector's hot.
What are we gonna do here? The colour from the water makes a great contrast. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I've been looking at a lot of colour theory things. I've been thinking about doing some quite bold thumbnails.
An enemy armored commander is approaching your location.
Oh, they going? Oh, they doing that stupid thing. Ugh. I'm not using a glitch to get out, so see you. Thank you for picking me up. Should probably try and get a truck. Oh no.
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
I'm going to find an exfil. Oh, DDoS. Crap. I might be able to get to that truck. Alright, where have we got to go? Airport by the looks of it.
Moving here.
Enemy Bashara down. Good kill.
Let's go down to the airport.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location.
Don't want to accidentally drive into the train. I'll probably die doing this, but I don't want to be, like, one of the people that uses the glitch to get out. I just don't think it's as much fun. Are people that scared of losing loot? I guess so. I don't know, it's like, it's DMZ, like, I've, like, gained everything and lost everything repeatedly. Like, you know, in this game, I came in with 3 plates and everything, lost everything. Then they got me everything back.
Help you survive.
It's weird that they haven't left yet. I hope they're not waiting for me. They randomly patched it. Yeah. That would be funny.
Ultra One, you're entering a denied area. Stay alert.
I don't have any good guns. It's a bit of a shame. Oh yeah, I was going to go up on a roof. That's what I was going to do. I hope it is here. It should be. But yeah, it would be amazing if they patched this. I think it would just be good for the game in general. To encourage people who want to stick around. Like, you either have to use the exfils, which, like, the idea is the exfils are meant to be, like, you know, an exciting, dangerous part of the game. Someone leaving there, I think. Or you have to go to find an exfil. I think, to be honest, I might be the only person left. Yeah, I'm the only person left. So, it's not super dangerous.
Ultra One, extraction is inbound at this time.
But at least I'm not cheating. You know, it's integrity, isn't it?
Ultra One, Dino 4. We're approaching the LZ.
Yeah, come get me. Yeah, I really hope for the new DMZ they find ways to, like, make all this side of it a bit more interesting.
Dino 4 is holding at the extraction point. Advise you get here fast. Ultra One, we're holding for 1 minute only. Get to the extract point now.
We're holding for 1 minute only. Yeah, like, I hope they find ways to make the game more interesting outside of PvP. I hope they find ways to make, like, the missions a bit more engaging. I hope they find ways to make exfils more engaging. And I really hope they stay on top of exploits. Like, they just, when they see people making guides and stuff for exploits, they just, you know, have that as a priority to be like, no, we want people to engage with the game in the way we intended. And, like, change up meta stuff. Like, even if it's not really an exploit, but, you know, it's like, sometimes with games you have stuff that's like the one-shot shotgun, where it's just like, oh, this isn't that much fun, you know, we'll leave it in for a week and then we'll get rid of it. I think stuff like that would be good. You know, I found, through my limited experience of playing Arc Raiders, I found that, like, very early on, it was like, oh, in PvP, the anvil is so much better than all of the other guns that you can get early on. And then, every time I played Arc Raiders since, every meaningful fight that I had in it at PvP was anvil versus anvil. To the point where, like, if I had an anvil and I was ever fighting someone who didn't have one, I'm pretty sure I won every time. And then if, like, you know, I didn't have an anvil and someone else did, there was a decent chance they were just going to kill me. And it became, like, less interesting. And it's like, to me, if I was in charge of Arc Raiders, I'd be like, ah, let's nerf the anvil immediately. Like, just to, more... I don't know why this has gone to a black screen. Just to change stuff up, if nothing else. Just realizing that my, record button isn't working, so that's fun. Why isn't my record button working? Why isn't that working? It doesn't matter too much. It's not like something... I don't know why the screen has gone black. Like, yes. Vertical stop recording. Control OK. It's like... This has stopped. Control OK, yeah. So it should be just that. Why do you not work right now? I don't know. Oh, I'll have to record manually. Just do balance patches every so often to change the meta and help keep things fresh. But I think it has to be done quickly. I think it has to be fast. Morning, Majok. You've seen Arc and Marathon are falling in price and player count. I didn't know they were falling in price. It would be weird if Arc Raiders wasn't falling in player count, I think. Like, I just think for these kind of games... Unless there's like a really steady stream of like content and events and stuff to chase. People have just had their fun with Ark. You know, it's like there's not a lot to keep people interested in it, I don't think. And especially when a lot of people who are playing Ark weren't interested in the PvP side. PvP is normally what keeps the game fresh for people. Do you think there's a way to make guns have random damage rise per game, so a particular AR could have random damage range of somewhere between 24 and 34? Maybe you get a 25 game, maybe you get a 33 game. I mean, like in Far Cry 2, like weapons had like you'd get them and they'd be in different states of repair, and it's not you. I don't think you could even fix them. It would just be like sometimes you'd get an AK-47 that would be rubbish, and it was like you just had to make do with it. Really, I think that's kind of interesting. Maybe they could do something like that. I don't know. When Arc Raiders, Steam DB. Price history. It still says it's $34.99 at the moment. Arc Raiders has not gone down in price on my screen. It is the same price. Player count wise, it has dropped a lot. It's down to like 15,000 players right now. But a peak of 41, which I think is still quite good, to be honest. Compared to Marathon, which is down to 1,600 players with a peak of 5,000. I think, yeah, I think Marathon will shut down. I kind of think Marathon will shut down and we won't get Season 3. Unless this PvE mode that they're launching, that's this week, isn't it, I think? Unless this PvE thing that they're launching, and I did a video about why I didn't think it actually looked that great. Unless that really turns stuff around, and like I say, and I don't think it will. That works. So it's just my hotkey is on Steam on this isn't working. So I'm just trying to work out why... Oh, it's not running as an administrator. That's probably why. I was just trying to work out why my Stream Deck wasn't working. Yeah, now it works. Bloody hell. That's super annoying. It just decided to change itself to not work like that. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know what Sony's long-term plans are. I don't know how much Marathon costs to keep running. I just, from you know, other games, I just feel like Marathon's just like, it's failed, you know? I think it was a good game. I think they really messed up the second season. Like, I really think they, like, really messed up the second season. And now I just can't really see a way for it to come back. Like, I thought if they did something really cool with the PvE mode, there was a chance, like, if that could become, like, the main way some people interact with the game. But when they did their blog post showing off what the plans are for this PvE mode, it's like, I just don't think it won't be enough to get people to buy the game, I don't think. Unless they, like, you know, there's some people in my YouTube comments for that video saying, like, oh, maybe they've been saying, oh, well, this is just an experimental mode. The main PvE mode is coming in Season 3, and that will be the thing that will get people coming back, and that'll be really good. But it's like, if that was true, if they've got this, like, incredible plan for a PvE mode in Season 3, and right now there's not many people playing, and they're going to do a preview of this mode this week, surely you'd talk about it. Like, surely you would be like, hey, we've got huge plans for a PvE mode in Season 3. Season 3 is going to be the PvE season for Marathon. We've got this, like, amazing mode coming, and you can get a sneak preview of it right now, this week, with the experimental mode. But instead of that, they're being a bit more like, oh yeah, the main PvE mode's going to come in Season 3, but we're going to do this experimental mode on Cryo Archive called Vault Breakers. And it's like you can play Cryo by yourself, basically. And you can't get any gear from it. You can't take any gear into it. I just don't think it's enough. I really don't think it's enough. Right, we now have this. Find the intel off Connie's bomb maker. Do we have to do this all in one mission? How the hell can I get to the bomb maker? How the hell can I do this in solo?
Observatory. We've spotted their recon team securing areas along the perimeter, then signaling for missiles to move in. We're going to use that signal to draw them out.
I've got to go to Ashika. I can't get to the bomb maker by myself, I don't think. Like, I just don't think I can do that. Kill the bomb maker with a crossbow. That also seems quite unlikely. Guess I could put that on. I don't know if I can do this. You need the castle key or skeleton key. Yeah, I know. I killed the Wilson, yeah. But all of those things are quite hard to do solo. My best bet, I think, is to hope that I find a... team that open them. That open it for me. If I hang around in a castle and I see another team open it, maybe. I can kill the bomb maker, because you can do that with a precision airstrike, can't you? If I can get a precision airstrike, I can kill the bomb maker. I think this is going to be hard. Yeah, it would be easy if I had a skeleton key, which I don't. I don't have a castle key either. If I had one of those keys, I don't think I haven't completed a mission that's given me one, have I? No. Oh, I do have a skeleton key. Oh, I needed that. I needed to dead drop that. It's only got one use. It's only got one use, but I need it to get the armor thing. I need to dead drop this. I'm going to dead drop it, because that gives me a permanent increase, a permanent armor thing. Look, if I dead drop one thing, I start with armor, which will be huge for me. Oh, if I lose this, I'm going to be so sad. I'm going to go for it. I'm gonna do this, then I'll go back to Ashika. I think my best bet with Ashika is to wait until another team opens the castle, and then to try and sneak in and do it. Because I don't need to kill the bomb maker. All I have to do is grab intel off him. I think that's it. I am also waiting for a UPS delivery now, which means I need to be able to hear. If UPS make me lose the skeleton key, I'm going to be mad. Where's my UPS delivery number? It's out for delivery. Oh, it says it could be delivered now. I'm just going to double check they're not like outside or something. They could deliver it earlier than I thought. I really need to get like a proper doorbell set up, to be honest. I'll probably want a stealth vest to hide from UAV spam on a Sheikah. I mean, not necessarily, because if I can get killed by a team, they might pick me up, and then I've got a better chance of getting in. I don't think, in general, with this game, I don't think there's ever times where I feel like I need a certain piece of gear. It's like nearly everything can be done just like go in, improvise, it's fine. That just completed that mission for me. That just said all my mission objectives were completed. That would be nice. It literally just said everything was completed. That would be terribly nice if that was the case.
Welcome to our
God damn it. Right, I need to get a vehicle. Right, there's a vehicle there.
Vehicle marked.
I need to get to there.
Moving here.
Thank you.
Hey, Robbie, thank you very much. How's it going, man? Haven't seen you for a little bit. Thank you. Yeah, alright. I realise this. I realise it's not an ideal spawn for where I want to go. I will do what I can.
Ultra One, be advised. A squad of operators is near your location.
Been off the grid. That sounds nice. What's it like in the real world?
Is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
I do sometimes think when like everything I'm doing is to do with video games for a long while. And then I go out and like, you know, like last week was in Washington. One evening we saw fireflies for the first time and I was a bit like, what am I doing? You know?
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate in the
It's like, oh, I've seen some amazing things in video games and none of them really matter. Beyond, like, looking at a piece of art. It's like if you had somebody who never went outside, but they just spent all their time inside an art gallery. You'd be like, why are you missing out on the real world? And that's a bit how I feel with video games. Especially if you play bad video games. Just pause the skeleton key.
We can recover your insured weapon faster if you keep delivering items.
That should be done. That should be done. Do I get to keep that skeleton key now that I've dead dropped it? I don't think I do I? I don't think that's going to go back to my inventory. No, it's rubbish. But I should now have some armor. Which would be lovely. It would be really nice if I now start with armor plates. Is that helicopter landing? Someone's exfilling already. I want to exfil already. Why is someone exfilling so soon? Hey buddy, can I exfil with you? I just want to exfil. I'm not trying to kill you. I don't want to fight. I just want to exfil. Can I exfil? You up for exfilling? Oh, there's a lot of shooting going on there. No, I wanted to exfil. Who killed you? Oh, that's who killed you. A whole team. That would be great to tell me.
Oh. I thought you were one of these dudes who's talking here.
No. I was like, I thought maybe you got killed by bots, so I was just like, oh, I'll just wander in, and it was just a team sitting at the top of the stairs.
GG, man. Thanks for coming up.
God damn it. Yeah, I'd never seen fireflies in my life before.
None of these boys got the mic. GG's. See you later.
See ya. They've all got one-shot shotguns. They're not gonna get me, are they? Yeah, like, yeah, seeing fireflies, that was something that I just never thought I'd see in my life. Because I'd heard people saying, like, oh, there used to be fireflies all over the place in America, but, like, you know, due to whatever human development and stuff, like, there was a lot less. And then it was just like, there was 2 or 3 evenings where every evening, just after sunset, there'd just be fireflies, like, all over the place. It was so cool. They're so bright. I imagined them as being like a really faint glow, and I thought, oh, when you see pictures of them and videos of them, maybe that's like a, you know, edited or accentuated in Photoshop or whatever. But it's like, it's not. Like, they are so bright. Just bugs making really bright lights. Really cool. I wish we had them here. But oh well. Well, I don't think... Hey, you guys want to pick me up? I'm just solo. Whereabouts was that? So I was around Washington, D.C. We saw some in Washington, D.C. actually, around the mall. But the first time we saw them was in a theme park called Hershey Park. You know Hershey, the chocolate bar? The horrible chocolate bar that tastes of sick? Yeah, we went to their theme park. They have a theme park, so it was quite good. It was pretty good. We went to 3 theme parks. We went there, we went to King's Dominion, and we went to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. So we were like driving around a little bit in like Maryland and Pennsylvania and Virginia. It was cool. Went to some air and space museums, and you know the one? Oh, the chocolate, yeah. I never, like, when I'm talking about theme parks on here, I never want to be too specific about the theme parks, because I'm always like, people who aren't, like, really into theme parks don't care at all. And people who are really into theme parks will just be like, oh yeah, Hershey Parks, no big deal. Who cares? You know, it's like, it's very rare that you find people who are interested in theme parks, but also haven't, like, already been everywhere and are boastful about it. It's cool when you do. That's why I like to talk to Jack Frags, because he's been to some theme parks, but not loads. But is interested in them. Yeah, we went to, like, there's a couple of air and space museums that are part of the Smithsonian. They're just free, like, you just go in for free. And the stuff that was in those museums was so cool. There was, like, the original, like, the actual Apollo 11 re-entry capsule, like the command capsule from Apollo 11. There was the original Wright brothers plane We saw like the Enola Gay that dropped, you know, the nuclear bomb on Hiroshima. Like, it's just wild seeing all these planes that are like so famous, like the most famous individual planes, and they're just there. And it's like there were, you know, like there was a bit of a museum of like American culture in one place, and there was like loads of movie props, and it was like, oh, this is the piece of amber with a bug trapped in it from Jurassic Park. Like, this is the actual one. Stuff like that, and it's like, oh my god, that's amazing. Just incredible. There was an egg from Alien and stuff like that. It was so good. So cool. Have I been to Cedar Point? Yeah, a few years ago. A few years ago we went to Cedar Point. We had to do like that one was a pain because we had to do like a special trip to it. So we flew into Detroit and then drove across to Ohio to go up to Sandusky and go there. And then we actually cut the trip short a day because we were kind of done and my wife wasn't feeling that well. So we only, I think we'd planned to spend 3 days there, but we only ended up spending 2. So it was like a very long way to go to spend like 2 days in a theme park. It was fine. Like, you never noticed the roaches. Oh yeah, by the fridge. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Cedar Point was fine. It's like one of those parks that there's a lot of in America where it's got some very good rides, but rubbish food and like no like atmosphere or like ambience at all. You know, you go somewhere like Disney or Universal and they've got like really great atmosphere and you can get some, well, Disney, you can get some decent food. You can't really at Universal. But then like the rides aren't often as good. And then you go to like somewhere, yeah, like Cedar Point or the Six Flags parks, and it's like they've got amazing rides, but they've got like no atmosphere. Busch Gardens Williamsburg was a really good park, which had a bit of both, like really, really good rides and a pretty cool atmosphere. Some of the food was okay. Thought I just saw someone go past the window then. I can't like turn it to have a look. But yeah, Cedar Point's good. It's not amazing. I think we're spoiled in Europe. Like, there's so many good theme parks in Europe that are like the whole package, like decent food, great rides, really cool theming. They're obviously a lot cheaper most of the time. That is weird. You go to American parks and like their idea of theming in some of the American parks is like, oh yeah, we've got like a cowboy section where we've got like a building that looks a bit like it's in the Wild West, and that's it. And then you go to like a lot of European parks, and it's like, yeah, we've built a whole town. Phantasialand is like, Phantasialand might be my favorite theme park. Phantasialand is incredible, like really, really incredible. Phantasialand's really easy to get to as well. I don't know where you live, Robbie, but like, oh, someone coming to get me? Is that someone coming to get me? Is someone coming to be a hero? Yeah, Phantasialand's really easy to get to, which is really nice because it's just near Cologne, and like Cologne, you can just fly to from a lot of places. I know, like one of our closest airports is Stansted, and you can often get flights to Cologne for like 50 quid, which is awesome. Oh, what a legend! Thank you very much. Oh God, what's happening there? Why is people getting shot? I don't have any guns. Use the CBR. I don't know what language that guy's speaking.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming. Drop your assault.
Couldn't see that guy at all.
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
Oh, there was 2 of them. How did I not kill either of them with all that C4? Oh, and these guys are just... Oh, you're here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stanstead's easy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm sure you've said that before, Robbie, and I've forgotten. But yeah, yeah, like get into Cologne is really easy, and then you can just get like literally like there's a train that goes to Brühl, which is where Phantasialand is. It's like the next town along. It's super close. Or you can even just get a taxi. This guy's got a really cool accent. Well, I full sent. I just had no idea that there were 2 people on his body. It would have been really nice if I'd have known anything or had any armor. I mean, he had that one-shot shotgun. It didn't really matter what I had. I was gonna die as soon as my C4 didn't kill them. I was dead. I just didn't know it yet. So I've been some pretty cool places. Anywhere left on the bucket list? You really want to go to Japan and Vietnam? Yeah, I really want to go to Vietnam for sure. Vietnam, I still want to go to South Korea. There's still a couple of theme parks like Silver Dollar City, which is in the Ozarks in the US near Springfield, Missouri. Want to go there. I want to go to Six Flags Qiddiya, which is near Saudi Arabia. Oh, so it's in Saudi Arabia. It's near like Riyadh. I want to go there. Where else do I want to go? Kind of want to go to Norway sometime. Oh, hello. Okay.
There's the next one coming towards it.
Oh no. Oh no. We traded plates. Norway's beautiful if you catch where we spent a good bit of time there with work and love it. Yeah, like we've been to like Denmark and Sweden and Finland. We've been to Sweden quite a few times. And it always seems like Norway would be better for like, you know, the landscape and everything like that. I'd really like to see that kind of stuff. I like Sweden, it's just expensive. I'd quite like to go to Switzerland. I'd quite like to go to like Lausanne. Maybe we'll do that sometime. We're doing a cruise next year, and they're only very briefly, but we'll get to go to like Dubrovnik, we'll get to go to Albania. So that'll be cool. Never been there. I've got like a passing interest in going to like Canada or Mexico. But it's not like we've done quite a lot of our bucket list places, because obviously the bucket list places are the places where we were like really kind of, this is where we have to go. You know, like for ages, I always really wanted to go to like China. I really wanted to go to Singapore, and we've done those in the last couple of years, which has been really nice. I think Vietnam's going to be pretty far up there for us. Or Thailand. Like, we sort of jump between whether we're going to go to Thailand or Vietnam, because I think we'll probably just do one. I leaned more towards Vietnam. I think my wife leans a bit more towards Thailand. And she pays, so,
There's a new team pull up. Watch yourself.
Unless you guys all want to, you know, donate loads of money so I can take my wife on holiday to Vietnam, that'd be great. Best place in Norway you visited was a place called Floro up north. Never heard of it. I've heard of Bergen. Save money, had to get a 7-hour bus ride. Crazy. I'm not like the biggest fan of going somewhere where it's super cold. My wife really wants to go to Svalbard, and it's like, it just looks awful to me. But maybe we'll go there sometime. Just seems like a horrible idea. Thailand's nice. Been there a couple of years ago visiting friends. Yeah, my sister-in-law's been. She really enjoyed it. Obviously, I think Thailand, like, different people have different things, like, that they go for. Like, I wouldn't be going, like, we wouldn't be going as, like, backpackers, and we're not interested in any of the, like, party stuff. We'd be going to Thailand to be like, oh, we want to visit some temples, we want to have some nice food, you know, go to some night markets and stuff, and then see some of the rainforest. Like, that's kind of the Thailand that I would want to see. Which we can do in Vietnam as well, but, you know, I just prefer Vietnamese food to Thai food. But, you don't operate well in the heat. It does depend a bit on the type of heat. Like, when we were in Washington, it was like, it was in the high 30s, and then the day that we left, it was going up to, you know, feels like 43, and it was super humid, you know, like a lot of sort of southeast coast of the US is. And it was a bit like, oh, this is really unpleasant to be outside. But in the evenings when it's like that, I really like that. You know, when the sun's gone in, so you don't have that harsh heat of the sun. I really like it. I really like the sort of dry heat, you know, like LA, the Californian heat. I really like that. It's really cool. As a kiddo at work, being in the high 30s every day, yeah, God, I can imagine. And you're surrounded by like metal and stuff. You know, you're not like, you know, when I'm going places, I'm going to like lovely resorts and stuff where there's like palm trees around and lots of like fresh water. I was about to say water, but you're obviously surrounded by water. But it's different, I think, like being out in the ocean compared to being near a stream. It has a different effect. But yeah, yeah, I like it. I like going places where there's palm trees and stuff. I'm quite basic when it comes to holidays. Like, we do go to a lot of places, and we've been to lots of incredible places. But I'm, like, so not, like, a traveller. I don't really want to go to, like, a 5-star resort and just put my feet up and sit by the pool. Like, I don't want to do that. But I'm also not so fussed about, like, I don't want to be going through hardships and staying in hostels and, you know, getting in dangerous situations and stuff. We're just tourists. We're somewhere in the middle. We're tourists. I like seeing stuff. I like trying food. And I like being in a pleasant environment. I'm just like, I'm not like, I don't think I'm really cut out for the whole resort thing of not doing anything on a holiday. I think that's why theme park holiday is so good. It's not even so much that we love the theme parks. It's more like it gives a really fun structure. Like, you know, you travel to places that you wouldn't normally go to because a lot of theme parks are kind of out of the way. So you travel into places, you often rent a car, driving around. You meet people sometimes, like kind of interesting people, but you can keep to yourself. Everything's set up to be easy for tourists at those theme parks, which is really nice. It's just cool. I like it. My bloody parcel should be here soon. Morning, House. How's it going? How are you? Has Eminence been in today? Don't want him to miss a stream. These sort of people, sometimes they do get you back, which is great and all, but I don't have anything. And it's like, kind of a bit tedious to watch. But maybe we'll have an exciting escape. You just get a plate from the box. I didn't know that was a thing. Busy work morning, but that's why they pay you. Getting paid would be nice. Yeah, I saw you got a self-res. Oh, I thought you got an armor plate as well. Yeah. Oh, that just
stay there and
got away. Do do do. Does anybody know when the new marathon mode goes live? Is it tomorrow? Marathon mid-season update time. So it's tomorrow, but when? Scroll down. I don't know if they're really saying. Well, the previous thing was at 9 a.m. PDT. So 9 a.m. PDT in UK is 5 p.m. So 5 p.m. tomorrow is when they're doing the marathon update. This is the most scared I've ever seen a person. I literally ran at them with nothing, with 2 bits of C4. And I did die, to be fair. It didn't go well. Like, surely they've long gone.
Watch your robot.
Well, you're not being stealthy anymore, are you? Because... Oh my god, he's gonna get killed by bots, isn't he? He's gonna get killed by bots. He's gonna die to the bot. Oh my god.
Ultra One, actual. Winds are pushing radiation through.
He's just gonna die. Watch.
Advise moving to extraction when able.
Oh, then weirdly his aim was suddenly very good. What are they doing? What is happening? Why is this process taking so long? Let's see if the UPS van's outside, because it bloody should be by now. It is not. It is not outside. Well, the other guy's coming to get us. I don't have a gas mask.
I bring that to my truck in.
Throwing smoke! You'll be okay.
Don't have a gas mask. I don't have a gas mask. Got a stim. Like, I don't have anything. There's no point in me surviving this. What do we think? Any plans for streams other than DMZ this week? Well, like I said, I'll do some marathon. I'll do. Oh, don't go to Kosh. I'll do some marathon tomorrow evening to try the new mode. I'll probably do some Battlefield, so I've got a little bit of a sponsored thing to do for them. I'll do some Halo if I get sent a copy of that. Yeah. I like this is a lot more exciting than what was happening. Right, my gas mask is about to break.
Very good. Nice.
Well, we might get out. We might survive. You have to rebuild your rig after problem, just reinstall Battlefield. You need to get back into that. Yeah, I'm like I'm excited to try it. I think I'm going to be playing mostly DMZ for the next few weeks, but like there'll be other bits sprinkled in. Like I said, I kind of want to do some Assassin's Creed. I kind of want to do some, like, I'm tempted to do some Call of Duty multiplayer. I kind of want to do some, like, aim training type stuff. Think that'd be fun.
This is Dino 4. We're approaching the LZ now. Keep it secure for us. SMG hit.
Right, well, I've got some money out of that, anyway.
Ultra One, Dino 4. We're standing by. Get to the extraction point now.
I am getting in here.
Bomb the grab with checker.
I got you.
He just landed on the helicopter blades, didn't he?
Watch your fire. All Ultras Oscar. Dino 4 is RGB.
Well, we all survived. Maybe thanks to that guy being so slow and sneaky.
You guys. You're not using them. Just wait.
But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that could be playing. I don't know, do people have anything, is there anything that people are like, hey, I'd like to see you play that? Has anyone got any games coming out this week that they're excited about? There's that Dino Blade game coming out, isn't there?
Radiation is incoming. We're moving to the final extract point now. This is your last ride out.
Well, we got out.
Ultra One, we have visual on the LZ. Keep it clear.
Do.
Dino 4 is holding at the extraction point. Advise you get here fast.
Is Halo this week or next? The main release is next week. The early access is this week. So if Microsoft give me early access, then I will get it. But I don't know for sure if I will. I have sent an email to somebody who is in charge of that stuff to see. Most games come out when you're away or in September. Yeah. I'm happy streaming DMZ for now, like until I get like into, and you know, until I find out about COD Next stuff. If I found out that, oh, I'm definitely not getting invited to COD Next, then I might be less inclined to keep streaming lots of DMZ, to be honest. Right, what did I do in that? Oh, I did my upgrade, didn't I think? Starting armor. So now I have to extract 5 night vision goggles. Where do you even find night vision goggles? Apparently I have dead dropped... Apparently I have already dead dropped 10 kill streaks. I don't think that's true at all, but okay. It's saying it's done. So now I need to do the night vision goggles. So I need to go to Koshai. That was the job. Let's give Koshai one go. I don't have any armor or anything. I've got a couple of stolen guns. Let's see how it goes. I am quite keen on streaming a bit more Assassin's Creed. I think, like, that was quite a fun thing to stream. Does Halo have co-op? I assume it does. It'd be weird if Halo didn't have co-op. I'm like 90% sure it will do. Does Halo Campaign Evolved have co-op? Yes, it does. Up to 4 players. As it should be. You know what? I haven't had any spam direct messages on Twitter for 5 weeks. What's going on with Halo? They're doing Campaign Evolved. They've basically remade the Halo campaign again. Even though they did it in Halo Anniversary, they've done it again. I mean, in Halo Anniversary, they didn't actually remake the campaign. They just updated the graphics and stuff. Because you could switch between them. So... yeah. That indicated it probably wasn't a complete remake, whereas this is more of a remake. Isn't there another cache here somewhere? Oh, these caches are all locked. How do you open them? For some reason I thought there was another way to get loot here, but maybe not. God, I haven't played much Ashika in a while. I used to really like Ashika. I'm sure there's another cache, like on the coast somewhere. Ashika might be the focus of tomorrow's stream, I think. Oh, is there one, like, in this corner somewhere? Yeah, there we go. Just money, though. Wasn't it only just remade? I mean, Halo Anniversary was shockingly quite a long while ago. But yeah, this is more of like a proper remake, I think, where they've actually like changed levels and stuff.
Hostile UAV in the area. Ultra One, there's a heavily armored target with a weapons case nearby. We've marked their location on your attack map. Engage at your own risk.
Boo, I'm just solo, I don't have teammates, don't worry. I just want to get in the castle.
Ultra One, sending medical request to nearby operators.
I feel like I could have got that guy if I'd had a 2-plate. I could have got him because he was trying to shoot me over one-shot shotgun from too far away.
Ultra One, activity is increasing. Ultra One, kill confirmed. Too many of those will put a bounty contract on your head.
That poor guy. I killed him with my first sniper shot, which was ridiculous. They should try making a decent new game in the franchise. I think they tried, and it just didn't go well. Halo 4, 5, and Infinite. Like, the multiplayer of Infinite was pretty good. Do people still play it much? I don't even know. Let's have a look on Twitch. Do many people still watch? Nope, mute. Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite. It's only got 200 viewers right now, and looking at the people playing it, the second highest stream only has 18 viewers and isn't actually playing the game. Oh, someone's coming to help. That's pretty cool. The campaign on Infinite wasn't terrible. I didn't like it. I didn't like the campaign. Like, yeah, I guess, yeah, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't, like, anywhere near as good as, like, Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, or Reach were. Who are these people who are playing Ashika? They just aren't very good. Oh, that's... Woohoo, my parcel's back. Hey! Don't get those guys up, get me up. Those guys suck. Ah, I got my parcel I wanted. Yeah, weirdly, I really liked the smaller maps on Infinite. I had a really good time with them. There's just people running around with one-shot shotguns on this. It sounds like literally everybody's using a one-shot shotgun. I think that's going to make Ashika Island quite hard to play. It's just so random with one-shot shotguns, isn't it? Like, if you've both got one. It's a little bit scary. Right. I'm going to head off, I think, because I've got my parcel, which is my Elgato Wave XLR Pro replacement, so I can see if that works in the way that my current one doesn't. Yeah. We'll see how it works. And then I can make a video about my Wave XLR Pro and my setup, which would be very, very good. And then I'll be back tomorrow with lots of different stuff tomorrow. Probably a bit more DMZ in the morning, Marathon in the afternoon, maybe some Battlefield. Does anyone know when the Battlefield update comes out tomorrow? When is Battlefield tomorrow? Battlefield 6 update time. It comes out 8 a.m. in the morning, but it goes live at lunchtime. Oh yeah, so we'll probably play some DMZ in the morning and then switch to Battlefield when it goes live. So that'd be cool. Yeah. That'll be fun. Right. I am... Hi, Whitey, but Whitey's here now, so we all have to go.